I call this meeting the Westland City Council order. We begin with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Councilman Jim Godbout.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Clerk, roll call.
Councilman Godbout.
Present.
Councilman Herzberg. Here. Pro Tem Londo.
Here.
Councilman McDermott is absent, excused. Councilwoman Rakowski.
Present.
Councilwoman Sampe.
Present.
President Hart.
Here.
A quorum is present.
Move into special presentations and announcements. We'll begin tonight with Mr. Clerk.
Thank you, Council President. I appreciate being allowed to explain a temporary situation related to the August 2 primary election, and I'm going to read it. It's intended that this will also be read at the next council meeting. There will also be a PSA created and shown on WLND in the coming weeks. There's temporary changes to 3 of our precinct voting locations for the August election only. We're fortunate that our precinct host locations allow the public to enter their premises on election day to cast their votes. Most of these entities are located within Wayne Westland Community Schools buildings. On the date that our vendor completed printing of new voter ID cards, which, as you know, were sent to every voter by law earlier this year, it was the same date that they completed that printing that the school district notified us that certain buildings would be closed and would be receiving construction upgrades, would not be available during the August election only. So while the cards that were mailed to 66,000 registered voters indicated that there were no planned changes to precinct locations, there now will be temporary changes to 3 locations, and I'll describe them now. Voters in precincts 1, 13, 18, and 19 who normally vote at Schweitzer Elementary School will vote at the Westland Friendship Center located at 1119 Newburgh Road. Again, that's for August only. Voters in precincts 5, 24, and 29 who normally vote at Edison Elementary School will vote at the Stottlemyre Early Childhood Center located at 34801 Marquette Road. Again, August election only. Voters in precinct 33 who normally vote at Hamilton Elementary School will vote at Adams Middle School located at 33475 Palmer Road. All affected voters have been mailed an election postcard describing these temporary changes. We also contracted with a local vendor to have signage placed at each location, both the permanent location and the temporary location. Those signs will go up about 1 week before the election itself. And as I mentioned, I'm also scheduled to tape a public service announcement with WLND with plans to play it through Election Day. Now, having said all of that, if you choose to vote by absentee ballot, you will not be affected by this temporary change. So if you have any questions, I'd ask that the electorate, residents of the community, please call our office at 467-3185 with any questions related to this temporary issue. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Up next, I have an announcement. It is with a heavy heart that I'm here to report that Westland has recently lost one of our heroes. Master Sergeant Sid Morris of Westland has moved on to his final duty station for some well-deserved R&R after serving over 35 years in the United States Marine Corps. Sid served in Vietnam and then again in Iraq and Afghanistan. Sid had a love for his country, his comrades, his family, his city, and his VFW post. I would ask everyone to join me in a moment of silence to honor Sid. May he rest well. Thank you. Last announcement, consent calendar item A. Consent calendar item A has been withdrawn from the petitioner. and so it'll be removed from today's agenda and not for consideration. We'll now move into questions or input on the agenda. This section will allow a person to be recognized only at the beginning of the meeting to address the council pertaining to items that are specifically on the business agenda. Questions asked may be responded to during the agenda item following a motion and support from the council. Is there anyone on my right? Is there anyone on my left? All right, seeing none, we'll move to the consent calendar. Is there a motion?
Support.
Motion by Councilman Londell, supported by Councilman Hersberg. Are there any changes to the consent calendar? Are there any changes to the consent calendar? Is there any dissent? Any dissent? Seeing no dissent, motion carries unanimously.
Council has approved the following consent calendar items. Approval of bid for cross-connection control program. Administration recommended the low bidder, HydroCore. Total amount not to exceed $116,604. Approval of bid for sewer lining project to Granite Inliner, formerly Liqueforce Services USA Incorporated. Administration recommends the bid award extension with Granite Inliner for 3 years at the 2019 through 2021 pricing with an expiration of June 30, 2025. Approval of bid for water and sewer system maintenance services to Granite Inliner. Administration recommended the bid award with Granite Inliner for 3 years with an expiration of June 30, 2025. Approval of purchase of plow and LED smart lights, including installation from VersaLift Midwest, amount not to exceed $21,876. Approval of purchase of cat loader from Michigan Cat, amount not to exceed $240,172.58. Approval of purchase of a tire balancing machine from Equipment Distributors, amount not to exceed $10,778.31. Approval of purchase of dump box plow package, including installation from VersaLift Midwest, amount not to exceed $212,550. Approval of purchase of F-350 liftgate package and installation from VersaLift Midwest, amount not to exceed $65,219. Approval of purchase of exhaust hose, reels, and installation from Equipment Distributors, amount not to exceed $17,992.77. Approval of purchase of 4 lawnmowers from Weingart's, amount not to exceed $40,956. Approval of the intergovernmental agreement between the City of Westland and the Wayne Westland Community Schools for an enhanced crossing guard safety program, IGA, for a 1-year period. The program will include certification, modernized and structured training with modernized equipment for crossing guards, commencing immediately, amount not to exceed 50% of the total cost of $243,000. This cost is shared with Wayne Westland Schools. Last item approved on the consent calendar today, approval to acquire 1 property, 36005 Palmer, for demolition of blighted structure and redevelopment under the CDBG and home program in the amount of $2,500 plus delinquent taxes and title. Moving to payment of vouchers.
So moved. Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Rakowski, supported by Councilwoman Sampe. Is there any discussion? Any dissent? Seeing none, motion carries.
New business. Item 1, approval of minutes of the regular meeting held June 20, 2022.
So moved. Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Sampe, supported by Councilwoman Rakowski. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Roll call.
Councilman Godbout.
Yes.
Councilman Hersberg. Pro Tem Londo.
Yes.
Councilman McDermott is absent, excused. Councilwoman Rakowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sampe.
Yes.
President Hart.
Yes.
Motion passes. New business. Item 2, approval of minutes of study session held June 20, 2022.
So moved. Support.
Motion by Councilwoman Rakowski, supported by Pro Tem Londo. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Roll call.
Councilman Gamble.
Yes.
Councilman Hirschberg. Pro Tem Londo.
Yes.
Councilman McDermott is absent. Councilwoman Rakowski.
Yes.
Councilwoman Sampe.
Yes.
President Hart.
Yes.
Motion passes. New business, item 3, confirmation of reappointment of Sam Durante for a 3-year term.
So moved.
Motion by Councilwoman Rakowski, supported by Councilman Godbout. Deputy Mayor, do you have anything to offer?
Sam's been on the planning commission since 2010, so we appreciate you guys' support. Thanks.
Absolutely. Is there any discussion? Any discussion? Any dissent? Any dissent? Seeing no dissent, motion carries unanimously. Sam, stand up, be recognized. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you for reappointing.
You bet. We'll now move into public comment. Everyone speaking before the council should do so in a civil manner. Speakers shall refrain from abusive or profane remarks, vulgar language, disruptive outbursts, threats, racial slurs, or other conduct that interferes with the business meeting. Personal attacks on council members, the administration, city staff, other speakers, or members of the public will not be tolerated. The clock will start upon the first words of the speaker and will not stop while the speaker is recognized from the floor. It is the speaker's option to ask questions at this time, and the person questioned may choose to respond during the speaker's allotment of time. However, the clock will not be stopped once it is started. The clock will continue to run until the speaker is completed or their speaking time is exhausted, whichever is first. Is there anyone on my right? Sir.
Richard Graham from Westland and with Move Westland Forward. Pretty quick meeting tonight. Hopefully everyone enjoyed the 4th of July holiday. Regarding our continued poor service by Priority Waste for our trash, recycling, compost, and special pickup. Move Westland Forward has heard for at least a year now about Priority Waste trucks picking up the black and blue bins at the same time. Last week, a resident sent us a video and evidence of the recycling going into the same truck as our trash. Is the city back to fake recycling? I am sure there will be countless excuses of why this is an isolated incident. However, it's been going on for at least a year now, but this time it was caught on video. We are also hearing resident after resident not getting timely pickup of their trash. Even today, a resident commented about being yelled at by a Priority Waste employee and also having their tires kicked. When is City Council going to have a study session to review the out clause of the contract? To Councilman McDermott, which isn't here, I would have brought up he brought up about residents possibly receiving money back on the months of failed services. Where does this stand? I know I have a plan that would help both businesses and residents in Westland. I have asked this question 3 times now. Our economic director stated about possible mercury contamination at the Hawthorne site. What is the status of this? Anyone? Does anyone really care, or will it take one of our children to die because of mercury poisoning? I asked this at the past council meeting and only Councilman Hirschberg responded. Based on the issues with Priority Waste, will the following stop taking political contributions from known Priority Waste associates? Mayor Wild, Councilman Landau, Councilman Hart, Councilwoman Sampe. Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars has been given by Paul Ruthenberg to your campaign war chest. Well, Mayor Wild's gone again and not here. Also, residents are getting their tax bill in the mail, and it seems like the city removed the return envelope. However, it does state in here by Mayor Wild that it's in there. Any comment, what happened? Other cities like the city of Northville and Livonia are still including envelopes in the tax bill. Care to answer any question? Councilman Landau, you seem to be confused a little bit. You're making some facial expressions. You've received lots of campaign contributions from Paul Ruthenberg. Are you going to stop receiving those from Priority Waste affiliate associates? Care not to answer? Stuff your campaign war chest? Councilwoman Sampe, are you going to continue to stuff your campaign war chest with money from Priority Waste associates?
I can address that during my council comments. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Councilman Hart?
Same.
What was that?
Same. I'll address that in my comment.
Okay, and Deputy Mayor Reddy, can you speak for the mayor or you're not allowed?
And your time's up, sir.
Deputy Mayor Reddy, did you hear?
Sir, your time's up.
You don't, he might not have heard.
Sir, your time is up.
I know, but he might not have heard.
I think he heard. Your time is up.
You think he heard?
I think he heard.
Okay, I think he heard too. Thank you.
Is there anybody on my left? Is there anyone on my right? Yes.
Well, Council, I just wanted to come and introduce myself, and I'm so grateful to be able to see someone else's council meeting. I am Kelly Garrett. I'm the mayor of Lathrop Village. And like I said, I really just wanted to introduce myself. I'm also running for the 12th Congressional District, and I cannot say how much I'm very grateful to be able to be here to see your council meeting. I'll just keep repeating that. So I'll be around. I would love to speak with you. It's great to see you again, Mr. Clerk. And thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Is there anyone else in the audience? Anyone else? All right, we'll close citizen comments and move to comments from the administration. Deputy Mayor?
Thank you, Council President. Just a couple brief things. Just wanted to remind the residents of the ribbon cutting for the pickleball courts, along with our community gathering at Corrado Park, which is Wednesday, July 20th. The event will begin at 5 o'clock, and we'll have pickleball rackets and balls on hand provided by the police department. Are going to bring those out for residents to use and stuff, and we'll be encouraging folks to play pickleball that night, along with our normal community gathering things with all of our, a lot of our police vehicles, fire vehicles, hot dogs for everybody, water, chips and stuff. So it'll be another great event. Our DPS vehicles will be on site too. So again, that's July 20th at 5 p.m. Corrado Park. And Council, the last thing, just wanted to say thank you for reappointing Sam Durante to the Planning Commission. So appreciate it. Thanks.
Thank you. Anything from the Attorney's Office today?
Nothing this evening.
Thank you, sir. Now moving to council comments. We'll begin with Councilwoman Rakowski.
Thank you, Council President. Good evening, everyone. I just wanted to take a moment to thank Mr. Durante for his continued service to our community as part of the Planning Commission. So thank you for accepting our confirmation of your reappointment. The Inspire Theater still has some tickets available for their Guys and Dolls performance. This is our local community theater group. They have tickets that are still available for their Friday performance on July 15th and their Saturday performance on July 16th. And you can get the tickets by visiting their website or calling them. Monday, July 11th, there is a blood drive here at City Hall, and that'll be from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And hope you can come out and be one of the individuals that helps save a life. And lastly, I would like to wish my son a very happy birthday. He celebrates this month, and he is going to be 8, and I think that's great. So happy birthday, kiddo. Thank you. We'll see you all later.
Councilwoman Sampe.
Thank you, Council President. I hope everyone had a really great 4th of July weekend. We ended up staying local. We enjoyed the weather. I got a suntan, which was very nice. I went to the Tigers game and supported a few local businesses and did some golfing at May Golf Course, which is absolutely beautiful. So I just wanted to point out some things. So you notice on the consent calendar, we started to place our orders for equipment and vehicles under the American Rescue Act funds, which I'm really pleased that we've started that in process. I think that, this is going to help, with replacement of vehicles and moving things in the right direction. So I wanted just to bring that up because things went very quickly. This is a pretty quick meeting, so I wanted to bring that up. Also, too, I wanted to just plug a really great event. We were talking about it before the council meeting. So this Saturday at 1 p.m. is Battle of the Badges. So Westland Police versus Westland Fire, they're doing a charity softball game and home run derby. I was asking about who the pitcher's going to be, so I think there's going to be some surprise lineups. Councilman Londo is going to do some introducing of and emceeing of the event, and my son is going to be helping with the umpiring, and I will make sure he does that good strike zone too. So the proceeds are going to benefit the Westland Youth Athletic Association, which is a very worthy cause. Also, if you like jazz music, the Westland DDA is going to be doing some smooth summer nights, jazz performances. So we did this last year, and it was very well attended and received. So Thursday, the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th of July, there's going to be free jazz concerts at Tatton Park. It's going to be from 7 to 9, like I said. It's going to be located at 1901 North Carlson. So just bring your lawn chairs out and free parking, and there'll be some food vendors as well. And then I think there was a question that was posed to me, so I just wanted to kind of take a minute. In terms of campaign donations, we accept campaign donations from individuals from different companies. It's not in regard to who they work for, that you could work for anywhere. So it's an individual donation. It's not actually a business donation. So I know the trash issue is still going on. I'm on top of it in terms of talking with residents. I'm continuing to talk to them. I am thinking that, this is something that administration is going to be addressing very soon. We have gotten some information, so I know that this is something that they are aware of. It's continuing, and I'm sure there'll be more information to share. So I just wanted to address that. Congratulations, Sam, too, for being part of the Planning Commission. I know that you guys do a lot of great work. You work very hard, so thank you for your recommitment to being on the board. And, again, we really appreciate all the dedication that you've made to the committee. And that's pretty much it. So our next meeting will be Monday, July 18th at 7, right back here. So everyone have a wonderful 2 weeks. Be safe and kind to each other, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Councilman Hertzberg.
Thank you. Nothing this evening. Just want to congratulate Sam on your reappointment and for your thank you for your continued service. Thanks.
Councilman Godbout.
Thanks. I, too, would like to congratulate Sam on his reappointment. He's been on the Planning Commission for a number of years now and does a great job for us in the community. I hope everyone had a safe and 4th of July celebration this weekend, and those that are still out, hopefully they are safe traveling back. The only other thing I have is the Westland Community Foundation is bringing back some events now that COVID is on the I won't say it's gone, I'll say it's in remission, maybe, hopefully. But anyway, they're bringing back the Christmas in July to help raise funds for groups and organizations in need and individuals in need within the community, as well as provide scholarships to students at the high school. So this Christmas in July event will be July 21st from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Hellenic Cultural Center. So for more information, you can call 734-495-1200. Again, that's 734-495-1200. We're hoping for a great turnout again, as we used to have in the past for this event. And it, like I said, it provides much-needed funds to those that need some assistance throughout our community. That's all I have this evening. Thanks.
Thank you. Pro Tem Londo.
Thanks, President Hart. Just a few things tonight. Welcome to Mayor Kelly Garrett. I want to make sure I said it right, from Lathrop Village. I hope you enjoy your experience here. Sam Durante, great job. Congratulations to you. You've done a great job for us for over 10 years. Anybody that knows Sam, he's a straight shooter. He'll give it to you. So we appreciate everything you do for our Planning Commission and for our city. Happy 4th of July. I hope everyone had a great, relaxing 4th of July weekend. I know I was up north enjoying northern Michigan. And I want to remind people from last year where we were at this time, we had those nasty floods. So I hope people actually were able to enjoy themselves this year and really let their hair down, so to speak. And thanks to Council President Hart for mentioning Master Sergeant Sid Morris at the beginning. I didn't know him real well, but I have the most respect for that gentleman. And, it's gentlemen like that that fought for our freedoms that let us have those holidays. So thank you to Sid for all he did, and may he rest in peace. I was going to talk about the Battle of the Badges and the concerts. Melissa Sampe did a great job covering those, so I won't. Just driving around recently, I've noticed the new bike lanes on Wildwood. I'm starting to see cyclists out there enjoying those. The pickleball courts over at Corrado Park look fantastic, seeing people enjoying those. A few things on the agenda tonight. If you noticed on the council vouchers, we had some neighborhood grant voucher reimbursements. That was a new program that the city council implemented this year. I know folks, some of them in the audience that have not got theirs yet, but they should be on the next voucher. You'll be receiving your reimbursement for that as well. Campaign contributions, you know, this stuff gets said all the time. It's public record. Anybody that follows it knows it's public record. You can see anybody's campaign contributions, anyone's at any time. But I would just ask that this person ask everybody, not just a select few people, this question. And other than that, just happy birthday to AJ, his 8th birthday. And that's all I got for tonight.
Thank you. First, I'm going to start by correcting a mistake I made at the last meeting. I'd like to thank Councilwoman Sampe for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance at the last council meeting. I do apologize for that. And I'd like to thank Councilman Godbout for leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance at this meeting. Thank you very much. Sam, congratulations. We're thrilled to have you for another run. We always could use your talents, and just like my colleague said, you do shoot straight, and we appreciate it, and the Planning Commission's really busy, and we're really glad that you're a part of it. So thank you for volunteering, and thank you to my colleagues for supporting his reappointment. With regard to the tax bill envelope, that's something I found out about today. Matter of fact, I found out about it maybe about an hour ago. So what I understand is, and if I'm wrong, Deputy Mayor, correct me, the vendor that we had stuffing the envelopes neglected to put the return envelopes in those envelopes. So it wasn't a failure on the city, it was a failure on the vendor. And I know that the administration is taking that up sternly with our vendor and taking actions as necessary there. But the vendor did not put the envelope in there. It wasn't a failure on our part. So I just learned about that, so that's all the information I have. Deputy Mayor, does that about sum it up? All right, thank you very much. With regards to campaign contributions, my colleagues nailed it. It is public record. We take campaign contributions from individuals. It is illegal to take campaign contributions from businesses, so we do take campaign contributions from individuals. Mr. Ruthenberg, as an individual, has supported a number of council members and elected people's campaigns. So he's just, many people have supported him. So that's where it is. It's not the waste company. What else did I have here? With regards to the trash, it is continuing to be an issue. The council is getting emails, phone calls. We're being made aware of things. We're not thrilled about it either, but I know that some steps have been taken recently to start putting things on a path, a formal corrective path, and that has just started as of today. That Priority Waste has been notified that they need to come and sit down, and we're going to talk to them about exercising our contract if we have to. So, but they have the opportunity to cure, so they're going to have an opportunity to cure, and then we're going to watch that. The administration and the legal department's going to be working with us as we analyze that. But we do appreciate your feedback. It helps us know what's going on. I can only see what's going on in front of my house, as most people can only see what's going on in their street. But getting emails and phone calls, and the video that I did get sent today was disturbing and frustrating, and I know my colleagues have expressed the same. So we're all frustrated with you. So we've started the formal process. So let's take it from there, and we're going to see how it works out. I'll touch on Sid Morris again. Like I told you, he served, I just want you to do the math here. He served in Vietnam. Then he served again in Iraq and Afghanistan. Think about how many years of service. It's insane. I've never heard of that before. I've been around a lot of veterans, and I've never heard of anybody doing that. This guy was a Master Sergeant, very proud Marine, really active here in the community, really active in the VFW post. To say that I was devastated when I heard would be an understatement. So I'm really thankful for him. And till Valhalla, brother. Is there a motion to adjourn? Thank you.